Done?
Yeah.
Water, the source of life, isn't it? I just love water. I don't want to call this video racism, yeah? Maybe we call it Illuminati, isn't it? In this world we are living in, we will get back to this subject. This subject is so vast, so wide, we can go all over the planet with it. But we'll start at the music industry, yeah, which is very fucked up, yeah.
To say the least.
There's a gate, there's a door, and there's a door guy. There's a guy at the door where it's not about talent. Let's not get it fucked up. The music industry is not about talent.
It's gatekeeping. That's what we'll go, right?
It's not about how talented you are, but it's about how submissive you are. There's a difference. And how marketable you can be in the future or in the present. Yeah? I was listening today to, well, not Beyoncé, but I was playing some track and Beyoncé came on. And I was like, why is this woman so popular? Then I started to think, and I never think. I always just go along with the flow and say, fuck it.
Destiny's Child, some good shit though.
Yeah, Destiny's Child. But even in Destiny's Child, she was not the best singer. Kelly Rowland was way better than her.
Yeah.
But again, she has a complexion for the protection. She has a lighter complexion, so she's more marketable. And if you don't, and to those viewers who might not agree with me, here goes Michael again with the conspiracy bullshit. There was this woman 20 years. Yeah? Well, not 20, 12, 30, 15 years before Beyoncé. Her name was Tracy Chapman. You ever hear about this woman?
Yeah, of course I know her.
Exactly. She sold out Wembley Stadium. Yes? She was doing this shit back in the 80s. And all you had to do, yes, was come, yo Tracy, here's a guitar and a microphone. Entertain this 80,000 people.
Yeah, but she has
no backup, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she would just give me one reason to be here. And she can sing her fucking out. And she don't have to be shaking no ass, no boobs, nothing. And she have the entire stadium rocking. Who got the fastest car? Yeah? Yo. And she is extremely talented.
Yeah, but it's like she's a raw musician, right? She has real emotions in her music. I like last few months, because I don't have Spotify anymore, I use YouTube, and the song Fast Car, you know, a live version of that comes on sometimes. It's a real good fucking...
It lives on till this day.
Yeah, and it's a live version. I don't like live versions, right? But
that's
she has
talent.
Yeah, my mom used to listen to her a lot. She's really good.
Can you give Beyoncé, and I'm not knocking Beyoncé, yes? She has a notch, it's a totem pole. She knows where she belongs. Are we? Anybody in the music industry know where Beyoncé really belongs in the totem pole of real talent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Not no choreographer. Yes? Not no voice voice simulator. You use audio tune. No. In real talent. In real talent, Beyoncé is not in my top 10. When it comes to giving somebody a mic and say entertain, she's not in my top 10.
Yeah, but yeah, she has like this weird following also, right?
It's like a fucking cult.
Yeah, it's...
Why? Because
it is a cult.
Because that guy at the door gave her to us. You understand? Aaliyah had a better voice than Beyoncé. And she could sing and dance.
She's the one that died, right?
Yeah, she died in a plane accident. Yeah, I don't just... Yeah. No, I don't want to go into conspiracy. Let's stick on Tracy Chapman. Why was Tracy Chapman not on the bottle of a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi? I remember in 2008, 2007, I took up a bottle of Pepsi. Beyoncé is on my fucking Pepsi, right? I'm like, why is this woman here? And she had her own songwriters. She had songwriters in the teens, which is okay. You can have songwriters. You understand? A lot of people have it. Ghostwriter and all that bullshit.
If what you're doing is
Big enough.
singing
Yeah.
and you're not good at songwriting, then why not?
But Tracy Chapman was all that and then some. All that and more. Why wasn't she pushed like how Beyoncé was pushed on us?
You just said so, right? So
Listen.
she's more marketable.
Exactly. Tracy Chapman had short locks. You understand? It's like, what? Beyoncé came out of this group, Destiny's Child. Lauryn Hill is another one. She was in the Fugees also.
Yeah, but one of the numbers she made a few years ago, consumerism or something. If you listen to her music now, right, it's art. You know, it's real fucking art. But people said, I remember like reading that people were saying that she went crazy and this and that, and then she got locked up for, I think, tax evasion.
Yeah, tax evasion.
Yeah. She's not fucking crazy.
No, she's not crazy. That's what the system push. That's what the gatekeeper push.
Yeah.
If they are marketing Beyoncé, that every other female artist must be suppressed so that Beyoncé can rise. And again, I'm not saying she doesn't have some little talent, but come on. If it was just about singing, Beyoncé wouldn't be mentioned.
Definitely not.
Amongst her peers also. I'm sure Lauryn Hill is a better singer than her.
And rapper. And songwriter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as I said before, Destiny's Child, Kelly, was even better than Beyoncé. But Beyoncé was more marketable. So they push money behind her and tell her she's the greatest thing since Back Pocket. Greatest thing since sliced bread. And Tracy Chapman, no, her music is legendary. My grandkids will hear about Tracy Chapman. What could have happened? And I'm sure if I talk to her now, she will tell her in the music industry some bullshit going on. It's all about marketing and blah blah blah, who put the money behind you and what door can be closed if you don't play the game.
Yeah,
but we know a woman like Tracy Chapman, a dark-skinned woman, dreadlocks and all, they would never push her. She could sing like an angel, they would never push her.
You have like...
Never,
I've seen it a lot in the last 10 years. I've seen like music industry, right? Because it's always been my biggest thing, you know, music as an interest and hobby. So I'm always interested in underground shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you had the rise of SoundCloud, which was like a streaming service where people could upload their own songs. And it got really fucking big because you had like 10 years ago or something, you had like the rise of like 16-year-old kids making their own hip-hop music, but in a different way, you know, the new wave of hip-hop, and it got
mumble
really...
rapper.
No, it's before that even, because mumble rap came out of that, let's say.
The one before mumble rap was trap music.
Yeah, it was most time trap, but...
Chief Keef and all those.
Yeah, exactly. Those were the real stars, but you also had like this other offshoot on SoundCloud, which were people just making music.
Soulja Boy was the first SoundCloud artist. You remember Soulja Boy?
Yeah, I know.
Crank that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but they completely fucked over SoundCloud with rights. Like people sample shit, right?
Exactly.
So, and they destroyed SoundCloud. They destroyed that underground of music, and not just hip hop, but
so you have to come back to them at all times.
Yeah, and you have a few that escape the shit, right? And like you maybe have a handful of artists that were able to go independent and still go big, but there were a lot of good fucking artists, and not just hip hop. I'm talking about almost every fucking genre.
Just go on by the way.
Yeah.
Because if you're not willing to do what they want, or I don't know about selling soul and all sort of bullshit, but yeah, there's a lot of promiscuous thing going on there. There's a lot of casting couch, and I would never want my child to go in Hollywood nor in the music industry. No, there's too much bullshit going on over there.
No, it's not fun to make music with people like, because I know how to produce, I know how to do about everything with music, not to a professional extent, but I know how to do it, right? And I've made music with a lot of people, but there's only a small amount of people that are actually making music for music, right? A lot of people
just wanted to go viral.
Yeah, and not necessarily that, but they will want to do everything in a certain guideline of music, right? So experimenting is not a part of it, which is really weird. For me at least. I can understand it, but I find it very weird.
Yeah.
So
If you need to know good music, think about those people from way back. If they could drop an album now, oh, you hear the bell? If they could drop an album now, those guys or women in the past, they would blow everything out of the water now in 2020. And if these guys who are relevant now, if they could go back in the 80s or 90s and drop an album, nobody would even care. Only they and their family would buy that shit. You understand? Because it's garbage. It will not withstand the width of time, the test of time. But it is what it is. And closing, how long will Beyoncé continue to be 39? That fucker is 39 now for the last 5 years.
yeah, exactly. yeah.
And Wikipedia still saying she's 39.
Well,
Weird.
I have a lot of experience with Photoshop and video editing and stuff like that, right? It's not that hard anymore to do that stuff, or even we probably even have algorithms that can do that shit already. So,
but her father said a couple of years, some time ago, that she's the same age as Usher. Usher and all those guys. In his early 40s, 42, 43. So Beyonce claiming to be fucking 39. It's weird. For the last 5 years. It is what it is. The music industry is just dog eat dog mentality. And if you could fight and do your thing, you can. But no, there's a gatekeeper, and that gatekeeper is there to literally fuck you.
yeah, and I also think that a good, it's the fucking devil, right? Like we discussed in earlier videos, like the most people that are talking about selling their soul to the devil, most of the time they're musicians.
Yeah, and the 27
So,
club.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys just die when they're 27 and so.
Yeah.
And it's weird, but the more I look into it, the more I just want to close the door. I don't even want to look in that shit anymore. It's like weird. There are no people with talent now is not going through the door. It's not, as I said in the beginning, it's not about talent. It's about who will bow down and kneel and kiss the ring and turn around and get the oil all up and let somebody do what they want to do with you. Because there is a casting couch. That's where we are now as a society. Talent has nothing to do with this shit. It is what it is. Like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend. It is what it is.